Hello.
Hello, how are you? How
I'm
are
okay.
you?
How are you?
Okay, I am good. I'm better. Yeah,
Excellent.
yeah.
Okay, so let's go over some of this vocabulary again. So the first word is possible.
Okay.
If something is possible, it can happen.
Oh,
If
something.
it's impossible, it can't happen. So you flying
You
using
fly,
your arms is
fly.
impossible. But driving a car, it's possible for anyone really to drive a car or ride a bicycle. It's possible. Unless you don't have any legs.
Mm.
If you don't have any legs or arms, then it's not possible. It's impossible. But possible means it can happen.
I
It
suppose.
doesn't mean it's probable. Probable means it's likely to happen. So it's possible it could rain. But looking at the sky, there are no clouds in the sky
Mm.
at the moment. So
That's-
it's not likely to rain. But it's possible that later today it could rain. It might rain at some point today. It's possible, but it's not likely because the weather forecast says sun, 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 sun all day today. So, but it's possible that it could rain because rain happens. So something that is possible can happen, is able to happen. The next one was what was it? Oh, willing to be happy to do something. To be willing, yeah, I'm very willing to contribute to a charity, give some money to a good cause, animal sanctuary. Yes, I'm willing to give some money to that. I'm willing to give money to build schools in remote hill tribe areas in Thailand. I did just yesterday. I was willing to. I was happy to do it. So if you're willing to do something, it means you're absolutely happy to do it. It's not. It's not a. It's not a. You're not going, oh God, I wish I didn't do that. No, I'm willing to do that. I'm willing to work overtime. Or I'm not willing to do something means I'm not happy to do that. Could is the past tense of can, also used in different ways, like in polite requests, like, oh, could you open the window, please? It's
Oh,
very hot in here. So you could say, can you open the window? It's hot in here, but more polite to say,
like
could you open the window for me? But here in this example, we're looking at could as the past form of the modal verb can. So can means you're able to do something. So I can play the guitar. When I was 3, I could not play the guitar, but I can play the guitar now. So something you could do when you were younger, you can't do now, or something you can do now that you couldn't do when you were younger.
when you were
It's
younger.
basically here. Basically, it is your example last time was you couldn't speak English when you were younger, but you can now. To mind doing something. Okay, so we usually use this in the I don't mind. I'm willing. I am willing to do that. Do you mind if I borrow your pen? I don't have a pen of my own. Do you mind if I borrow a pen from you? Oh, no, I don't mind. Means that I don't object. I don't say, no, you can't do that. I don't mind you borrowing my pen. So the example is, do you mind helping me with this? The answer is no, I don't mind. And we usually use the negative here. I don't mind. When someone asks you, do you mind if I, do you mind if I eat? You're on a train. Oh, do you mind if I eat? Just to be polite. No, I don't mind. Go ahead. You carry on eating. So I don't mind means that I'm fine. I'm fine with it. I'm okay with it. I don't mind doing that. Oh, do you mind working this weekend? No, I can't work this weekend. We wouldn't say, no, I mind working this weekend. Maybe the Americans would. I'm not sure about that. But if someone asked you, if your employer, your boss asked you, do you mind working this weekend? And you go, you don't really want to do it. So you say, well, actually, I've got something else to do this weekend. I'm very busy. Or you say, I don't mind working this weekend. Means I'm fine with it. I'm okay with it. Yeah, I will come in to work this weekend. I don't mind. Okay. So I think we got up to that bit. Okay, so use possible or not possible, mind, I'm willing to, for example, it's not possible for me to do maths. This problem is not possible to do. This maths problem is not possible for me to do. I can't do this. It's not possible. Thinking of something like, there is a maths problem which is impossible. So instead of using not, oh my God, there's a big, what are you doing in my room? There's a big, big cockroach in my room. That is very big. I haven't seen that one. Okay, so, it's not very good. It's not a very good example doing maths. Okay, at school, did you mind doing maths? I didn't mind doing maths at school.
Mind doing not.
I'll write it in the board. I didn't mind maths lessons at school. I was quite good at maths, so I didn't mind maths lessons at school. Other students hated maths. They really didn't like maths, but I quite enjoyed doing maths, so I didn't mind having maths lessons at school or doing maths lessons at school.
I didn't mind math lessons at school.
Cool. Okay, so at school, what lessons did you not like, and what lessons did you like?
Lessons.
What subjects at school did you like? what subject did you like and what subject did you not like at school?
What subject do you like, and what subject do you not like in the school? In the school, I love the Chinese history, the subject.
Okay, so yeah, I didn't mind Chinese history at school. So I didn't mind Chinese history at school. Like I liked it. Didn't mind doing it. I was interested in it.
Interested, yeah. I don't love the math, the subject. Math.
Yeah, so I didn't like maths.
I didn't like math.
But I didn't mind the Chinese history lessons at school.
That's Chinese.
Okay. Okay, so that's a better example of it's not possible to do maths, because everyone can do maths if they're taught properly. Okay, willing to and willing.
Willing. Willing.
So, okay, I'll write a question. Are you willing to work as part of a team? Are you willing to work as part of a team? Many employers will ask this question. Are you a team player? Do you mind working as part of a team? Are you willing to work? Are you happy to work as part of a team? Are you willing to work as part of a team? Many employers ask you that question because they don't want people who don't want to be part of a team at work. So are you willing to work as part of a team?
Are you willing to work as part of a team? Yes.
Yeah,
yes, I love the team. A lot of people doing the different job, different working. Yeah, that's very good.
Yeah, and yeah, you're doing that little bit, and they're doing that little bit, and they're doing that little bit, and then you bring it all together. So you could say, I am very willing to work in a team. I'm very willing to work in a team. It means I'm happy. I have no problems with it. I'm happy to do that. I'm willing to do that. Now let's use possible for asking for help.
Asking for help.
So this is, I presume this guy is the teacher or the instructor. So in this setup, I don't know quite what they're doing. I think something to do with computers. Is it possible to ask for help in this picture? So picture number 3. So picture number 3. Is it possible to ask for help, or is it not possible to ask for help in this class?
ready to work.
Let's put all three vocabulary words together. So in this class, it's possible to ask for help in our class. So it's like one of these students is talking now. So maybe this student here. So he's saying, it's possible to ask for help in our class. The tutor, that's this guy here, the tutor is willing to help us. He doesn't mind helping us.
Okay.
So it is possible to ask for help. We can ask the tutor for help. It's not impossible because the tutor is there and he is willing, he's happy to help us. He doesn't mind helping us. Oh gosh, no, that's a whole huge lesson in itself. I have to use helping, not help, on the last sentence there, because mind, using as an auxiliary verb, is followed by a gerund, which is an ing verb, whereas willing to will be followed by the infinitive help. So the tutor is willing to help us. He doesn't helping us. I could explain those two sentences, but it would take a whole lesson to do it. But there are certain, when a sentence has two verbs, two action words, so there's willing, to will something is a verb, and help is the main verb. In that sentence, the tutor is willing to help us. Willing is conjoined to, willing to do something. It's not willing help us, but it's willing to do something. So it's followed by the infinitive, which is just the base form of the verb. So is willing to help. He doesn't mind helping us. We've got two verbs in that sentence, mind and help. But when you use mind as the auxiliary verb, as the helping verb, then you have to follow it with the gerund, which is the present participle, which is the ing verb. There are auxiliary verbs that follow, like I like to swim. I like swimming. You do, I like to swim, and I like swimming. You both do the infinitive with to, I'd like to swim, and you can use gerund, I'd like swimming. There are other auxiliary verbs like enjoy, which you can't do that. I enjoy swimming. You don't say I enjoy to swim. So enjoy must be followed by the ing verb. And then there's auxiliary verbs like want. That has to be followed by the infinitive and to. So I want to do this. I want doing this. You cannot say that. So there are some auxiliary verbs. Those are the helping verbs when there are two verbs in a sentence. One is a helping verb, explains more about the main verb. And then you have the main verb. Some auxiliary verbs will take both. Will take the I like swimming, or I hate swimming, I hate to swim. Those are both fine. Others like enjoy. You have to say, I enjoy swimming. You have to use the ing verb after enjoy. And then want must be the infinitive. I want to swim. Okay, so that's why the tutor is willing to help us. He doesn't mind helping us. It has to be that. It has to be that way. Has to have help after willing to, and then has to be helping after mind. Anyway, as I say, that's a separate lesson, and maybe a little bit later in the course, I think. Okay, any questions? Are you clear with what's possible and what's not possible or impossible? Possible can happen. Impossible, never. It will never happen.
Never happen.
Man will never be able to fly. It's impossible. But it's possible for us to live on Mars one day. It is possible. It could happen in the future that there are people living on the moon, people living on Mars. It's possible we could, oh no, probably Mars is as far as we'll get. I don't think we'll get any further than Mars. There's nowhere else to, oh actually, there's Europa, Titan. Oh yeah, there's some moons of Saturn and Jupiter that could possibly have life, and we could possibly live there. I don't want to, though. Okay, let's see what's on the next slide. Okay, so I'm going to read a passage about Abdullah. So listen to me read about how Abdullah feels about his job. Can you remember what Abdullah doesn't mind doing and what he isn't willing to do? So what Abdullah doesn't mind doing, he's quite happy to do it, and what he isn't willing to, what he's not happy to do. Okay, so I'll read this passage. So, Abdullah says, so far, things are going really well at my new job. Everyone seems really great. And I don't mind working on a big team. I have a lot of projects to get started on right away. So it's great to have others to help. But there's one thing that I'm not sure about. After work, the team likes to go out for a happy hour a few times a week. Okay, a happy hour is where you go to a pub, you go to a bar, and the prices are half price. It's called happy hour. So after work, the team likes to go out for happy hour a few times a week. I don't think I'm willing to do that because my family will be waiting for me at home. But it's good to know everyone is so close. I mean, I think he means the working team are close together. So I think I'll read that again. So remember what Abdullah doesn't mind doing, what he's quite happy to do, he doesn't mind doing, and then what he isn't willing to do. So those are two questions. What does Abdullah not mind doing, and what isn't he willing to do? Oh, we're going to run out of time, I think, here. So Abdullah says, so far, things are going really well at my new job. Everyone seems really great, and I don't mind working on a big team. I have a lot of projects to get started on right away. So it's great to have others to help. But there's one thing that I'm not sure about. After work, the team likes to go out for happy hour a few times a week. I don't think I'm willing to do that because my family will be waiting for me at home. But it's good to know that everyone is so close. Okay. Can you remember what Abdullah doesn't mind doing?
Can you remember what Abdullah doesn't mind doing? No, I don't remember. He doesn't do him. No.
He doesn't. Say that again.
No, I didn't remember. He doesn't do it.
Okay, so it's quite often because it's a big passage. It's a lot of words. It might be worth having like a little scrap of paper and a pen, just listening out for the word "I don't mind," and then I'm willing to do that, or I'm not willing to do that. So when you hear those phrases, just listen to that sentence. I think we'll probably come back after the break and do the rest of this. I think Abdullah doesn't want to go to happy hour because Abdullah is an Arabic name. So he's Muslim. They're not allowed to drink. They're not allowed to drink alcohol. So all his other workers are going to the bar for happy hour, and he's not allowed to drink alcohol. So I think he says it's my family will be waiting for me at home, but it's really because he's not allowed to drink alcohol. He can't drink beer. He can't drink whiskey. So yeah, which is why I don't like going to Malaysia.
Okay.
It's really different. India as well. Oh yeah, let's talk about that after the little break. I'll see you in a second.